One time for your mind. He with the homies, he with the homies. No squares in the circle, nobody told me. He with the homies, he with the homies. We don't love them hoes, let's get this money. You got a main chick, been with her for a while. Love making and making out. Fellas in the fear, you acting like a queer. You going on dates, you trying to get this cake. Pressure setting in. You a real man, you a fucking friend. Head saying no, I'm going saying yes. This girlfriend been with it, it's scandalous. I'm passing the clothes, it's what you won't tell us so. The thrill of it all got them all, case closed. I'm hesitating, she said, why you push me? If you don't get the pussy, then you a pussy. Living, I just come standard. Living. I just come standard. She with the girls, hair done, nails done, no care in the world. She with the girls, they all white material, yes sir. She want a boyfriend, she be missing out, love making and making out. She ain't having the best luck, everybody can chop it up, only wanna cut. The girlfriend's got one, she been jealous of the relationship since day one. Last week he made a pass at her. She knew she had him harassed a little better. I'm buttoning his jeans and then she fell to her knees. She finally found company for her misery. He hesitated. She said, why you push me? If you don't get the pussy, then you a pussy. Living. I just come standard. Living. I just come standard. Moral of the story is, she a hoe, he a pimp. Old girl will forgive her man, but her girlfriend's cut off like Edward's hands. What's fucked up is he got at her. Bitches call her a rat, but shit, she's heard worse. To my niggas, having bitches is what you just do. To the bitches, having niggas is what a slut do. My auntie told me always treat my lady right. My uncle told me only night. You can see the immediate disconnection between a man and a woman, the reason for regression. For example, you heard of Amber Cole, but you don't know that nigga that was getting gone. I'm saying we heard of Amber Cole, but we don't know that little nigga that was getting gone.
Hello, ladies. How y'all doing today?
Good. Hello.
First off, let me start off and say we don't own the rights to the music, so don't come for us. Don't look for us. We just playing the shit, so please don't come for us. Second off, thank y'all for tuning in to A.S.C. Remix. I'm trying to do this because Arbor's at the nail shop, so I don't want to have to go out with the Chinese folks over there right now. You know what I'm saying? But thank y'all for tuning in to A.S.C. Remix. We're on YouTube, Facebook, on our Facebook page, my Facebook page, which we will soon be getting off of. We're asking y'all to continue to follow us. We thank everybody who came out to the lingerie party this weekend.
I saw pictures. Oh my god!
You saw what pictures you done seen? Let me make sure. What pictures have you seen?
I saw enough.
What pictures did you see? I wasn't in none, no other.
Yes, I saw some Facebook pictures. They were on Facebook, so they're already public.
Oh, so they're public. Oh, I better go look at what people been putting out about me because I don't know. I don't know. I might have took some indecent pictures before the night was over with. I better go look.
It wasn't indecent, but you gonna get the side eye from several.
Man, I've already got some text messages. What are you talking about?
I'm
Hey, it is what it is. Hey, how you doing over in the corner being quiet, Miss Sierra? Can you please introduce yourself, please?
Hi, I'm Sierra. I'm 28. I live in Halton City, and I am married. So, yeah.
How long have you been married?
A year and 3 months.
Newlywed,
Congratulations.
newlywed.
Congratulations.
Well,
Thanks.
hopefully, as long as you've been tuned in to us, hopefully, as long as you continue to this, hopefully, give you some tips towards marriage. Hopefully, we don't discourage you from marriage. Some people say that we kind of hard on marriage, but we're not. We just know
No,
what mistakes we made in our marriages.
That part.
I learned a lot so far. So we'll see what happens.
Miss Beverly, how are you doing today? We gotta definitely speak to you before we get started.
It's been a day. It's busy. I've been productive.
It's been very productive for you, I heard. So we're definitely praying for you and your whole situation with your apartment and what all's going on with you. Trust me, we got your back. Everybody else out there that's still dealing with situations from the storm, we're praying for y'all as well. The whole state of Texas.
The
Because
entire
I
state of
believe,
Texas.
yeah, Sierra,
But wait, look, this
you was
isn't
without
state of
lights for a
Texas
long
because I'm in
time.
a tank top today.
3 days
Well,
straight.
well, that's true. That's true, Texas. 3 days ago we was in coats. Today we're in tank tops and shorts.
That's crazy. Look, and for those that are like myself who are no longer they're displaced from their home and you're homeless, trust me and believe you me. Keep your head up. First off and foremost, please call FEMA. They are not playing games with making sure that they are providing out funds. So I am going to provide that phone number in the comments. I wouldn't recommend going online as they are sending everyone online. The system is crashing, which is discouraging people from staying on and continuously applying to finish their application. I called on Saturday. I did a virtual inspection on Sunday, and I received funds this morning.
Wow.
You gotta
That's
show me how to
good.
do that.
Praise the
I've been
Lord.
displaced. I've been displaced for 2 years since I got my divorce. You think they'll pay me back pay?
I don't know. I don't
No.
know. I think they're focusing on this storm, this one that just passed, the
I
Valentine's
had
Day
a
storm.
22-year storm in my life. That don't count for shit.
I
Nope.
don't know if they're gonna move that
That's a
fast.
personal storm.
I don't know if they're gonna move that
Ain't
fast.
that some
Exactly.
bullshit? All of us have been through it. So how is it so goddamn personal? It sounds like the whole world done been through it. So I think they need to compensate all of us.
That was not an act of God. Insurance didn't cover that.
I don't know. I don't know. Sometimes I'm gonna tell you something. Sometimes it's an act of God to get you out of that relationship.
Oh, now
So I'm sorry.
that is the absolute truth. But
True.
I'm saying God probably didn't put you in it. You probably did that on your own.
Well, I'm glad we're here today. We came with a very good topic, and Sierra is the one who presented the topic today. And we're done. We're gonna touch the topic of double standards. Some of
Let's
the
go.
biggest double standards that we need to touch inside our society today. And Sarah, we're gonna let you talk about what double standard the tell them what you gave me as a visual of what you meant with your double standard.
Okay. So why is it okay for women to be single long term, but not okay for men to be single long term?
Hmm.
Like society views it differently. Um,
And I think she also had in there that the fact that it'd be a single man with no kids. He's single. He's in his mid 30s or something. She said a lot of them look at him as being gay, and I also say they either stereotype him as being gay or they're not a good man. They're just a no good ass nigga. That's the reason why they never had a woman or they never been married. But a woman, she can be without kids and everything. And of course, us men, when we see a woman without kids in her mid 30s, got her shit together, she's a good woman to us. I mean, is it not? Is that? I mean, is that not just backwards?
Well, as a woman who married a man with no kids and never been married in his mid 30s, I won't do that again.
Oh damn. Was he gay?
Nope, not at all.
Oh, I was just making sure because I mean that's what I mean. I was just making sure. I mean, I always say, damn, the stereo. This is the truth. Then no, I'm just. So
Now,
No,
it
so
not
was
so.
necessarily. He doesn't have to be gay, but something done happened in his life that kept him from having a baby.
See, that's
Majorly
exactly
something.
what. But see, that's exactly what we talked about. Like Sierra said, like there has to be something wrong with. But that woman, we don't really look at nothing wrong with her. Like we think she's perfectly fine. That she, niggas just keep doing her wrong type shit.
it wasn't a matter of him, looking funny because he didn't have kids. I've known him for over 20 years, so that didn't bother me at all. It was just I didn't see him in this type of relationship before to see how he moves. So once we got married, he was moving funny.
Betty
So
said he could be. Betty said he could be focused on goals first. Was that what your husband was doing when you first met him?
hell no, not at all.
So, um, so I mean, my thing with it was when she first said it. I think it's true because I know family members that are male in my family that got in their mid 30s and late 40s, and a lot of our family used to have them secret conversations about them. Man, why ain't Uncle what you call it married, man? Man, I mean, we think he gay, man. You know what I'm saying? That type of stuff or something like that. You know what I'm saying? I mean, it does happen.
His family asked,
E-
especially when
Either
they
that
found
or
out
he
I
was
was
in
pregnant.
prison for about 10
Wait,
years or whatever.
I seen the pictures.
Yeah, they when they found out I was pregnant, they were like, "Oh, we thought he couldn't have babies, or he was gonna be gay like his brother."
See, exactly. That's what we're talking about. That stereotype right there. Exactly. Okay, he had kids by you now. Oh, we thought he was gonna be gay. We thought he was gay, or couldn't have kids. See, I mean, why does it have to be that way with us men? Because why couldn't why couldn't like Betty said, why couldn't he be focused on his goal?
He could have been, but
That's too
as
much like
family,
that.
they know what he's focused on.
But
Now,
if he
see,
was out here being if he was out here being wild and fucking around and having sex with all these wild women, then that's just the norm. So that's okay. But for him to be conventional and respectful of his values and be focused on other things, then he has to be gay or something has to be fucked up about him.
No, I don't. I think that's an unfair assessment. I don't think they should be stereotyped like that.
But it is though. Whether we like it or not, it just came out of your mouth that some of your friends said to you after your
No,
husband
not my
had his
friends. I
kids.
said his family.
Well,
They
I mean,
moving.
even okay, but that's just saying. Okay, family even worse. I mean, because it's the truth. That's what family look at you. Oh yeah, he ain't never had no woman. What he got kids? When she get somebody pregnant? When he get a girlfriend?
Hmm.
Look at Beverly. Beverly know I'm telling the truth. Look at her face. Come on, Beverly.
I am guilty of of saying the same thing. I thought that why the hell he ain't had no baby? I had to have gotten to know him. Like for example, my nephew over here, that's sitting on the side of me. You he the biggest he the biggest hoe in stop six.
Whoa, whoa, whoa,
Damn.
No,
whoa.
he was the biggest hoe in Stop Six. Was.
You show right, that's my baby. He was the biggest hoe in stop six. How the hell he get out of stop six without no baby? Somebody floating around over here and they don't know that they little suave. Somebody got to be. Ain't no boy in the world.
Hey, we gonna know him one day when he walk up the field. He gonna be dressed a certain way. We gonna be like, that's Swag kid. It gotta be his
I
kid.
swear to God, that's suave. That's little suave. That's little suave. I swear, man.
I mean, for real, what did Betty have to say, Suave?
Betty said, no one should be held to what our society views as normal. We should be able to create our own
She said,
norms, which may not suit what society says abuse is normal.
I totally agree, Betty. But whether we like it or not, there's so many double standards. Like our society has our biggest double. This is one of the biggest double standards out there. Is that y'all think that society don't view men cheating like whether they do view women cheating? No, they view it the same. Like we've always said on this show, we just take the whole we take the whole name as a badge of honor, and y'all look at it as disrespectful. But whether we like it or not, it's hoeing.
But the second stereotype attached to that is y'all can cheat on us and we're expected to forgive, but when we cheat on y'all, y'all just died. We stabbed you in the heart. We broke your
That's because
spirit.
somebody penetrated y'all. Nobody penetrates us when we go out and cheat. We penetrate. That's two different things. Y'all don't understand. That's not a double standard. That's just the norm.
No, that is not the norm.
I see her. What do you got to say? I see your face over there when I said that.
no, come back. Keep going. I'll put you back on that. And that was, yeah.
I'm just,
I'm
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 just saying.
speaking.
Somebody went inside y'all and they violated our territory. They just happened to be playing with y'all territory like a stick or something. You know what I'm saying? You picked it up in the yard, you play with it, you throw it back down in the yard, keep right on going.
I'm so done with you.
I'm just saying, is that not the same? I mean, okay. If they come in your house, they broke in your house. If they just step in your yard, that's two different things.
It's still trespassing.
Oh,
Terrible analogy.
oh, so now we call it trespassing. So is it okay for y'all to say that the way it is with that standard right there, as far as us cheating? I look at the standard both ways. If you cheat, we cheat. We both fucked up. It depends on how we handle it together. I don't. I've stayed with a woman that's cheated. She stayed with me when I cheated. We both done that. So that ain't shit to me. But as far as the biggest thing I can say, like being honest, it bet. Miss Arbor, most women don't like to be called hoes. So y'all get mad because we sleep around, and when y'all sleep around, y'all called hoes. But when we called hoes, we take it as a badge of honor. Y'all mad because we don't get offended by it. That's why it's not double standard, because y'all feel like we should get offended by the whole name, and we don't.
But y'all call us that in a negative way.
Y'all
No,
said in a
y'all
positive.
call us hoes in a negative way. Y'all mean it in a negative way. We just don't take it that way.
Yeah.
We be
Nah,
like, okay,
because
shit, it is what it is. I'm a
but
hoe.
again, boys get that's a boy. He's got to sow his wild oats. They get that pass. They get that freedom to do that because boys will be boys. Whereas if we do the same thing, we're a hoe.
Nah, I don't want to hear that.
But it's true.
Mm-mm.
Okay, okay. Since we talking double standards, Cardi B can sit up here and talk about drugging and having sex and doing things with men. But if we said the same shit, we'd be R. Kelly. We'd be locked up.
But y'all do. That's why our Kelly's locked up.
Exactly my point. So, but is that not a double standard? Cardi B just sit up here and said she drugged men and had them raped and every type of stuff, and she ain't locked up for that.
She should be if that's the case. Or were they underage?
The biggest double standard in today's society is that women get away with everything, whether y'all like it or not.
Nah.
Y'all can say anything and y'all can do anything and get away with it. If we said and did some of the things that y'all done, we would be in hell and hot water. Do you agree, nephew?
Oh, wholeheartedly. We couldn't get away with half of it.
Give me an example.
All right.
Give you an example. You know an example. I don't know why you playing.
I need another one.
Give me an
You need
example. I
another
need
one.
an example.
Another example.
Okay. If we got up there and described the walk the way y'all described the walk, y'all would say we was degrading y'all and throwing y'all underneath the bus. But Cardi B and them got up there and described the walk, and all you motherfuckers got wet pussy.
Okay, but y'all just came right behind and said throat baby. So the fuck?
That's two different things. Wet pussy and throat baby is two different things. Wet pussy
Mm-mm.
is wet pussy. Throat is throat. Throat is a whole nother thing. Hey, y'all can't
Mm-mm.
describe it because y'all can never describe throat. Y'all know what wet. Y'all can't tell us. I hope y'all can't tell us what a throat feel like. Y'all don't get to penetrate that far. Uh, what did Miss Betty say, nephew?
Hey, look what goes back in the day. Our grands had different baby dads, married, and then changed their kids' last names. So it's inevitable that nothing has ever been normal in our life. I
I
mean, what?
truly agree with that.
I don't think there's a such thing as normal.
Yeah, what is normality today? I don't believe we have a norm no more.
I don't think we have a norm anymore.
Betty, what did Betty also say right there, nephew? That's the last comment for right now.
Women take words to heart more than men do, which is why women care so much about what it says about us. Yeah, but I mean, why though? Because if the person who's saying it ain't paying my bills and it doesn't affect my quality of life, like,
Yeah, I totally agree with nephew on that. If they're not doing anything for you, why is their statement or what they have to say affecting you?
mm-hmm.
I mean that's the biggest thing is like y'all take heart, and it's the truth. I guess y'all can say. I'm glad you put it that way, Betty, because y'all take words to heart. That's the reason why when a man tells you he loves you, he don't have to show you as much. Because those words, y'all look at them words, and the words mean. I'm sorry, I'm being honest. A lot of men
Actions
don't
speak
show
louder than
y'all
words.
love.
Uh-uh.
A lot of men don't show y'all love, and the reason why I say that is, and let me clarify that I'm not talking about y'all. If it's not you, don't say ouch. Because again, y'all know how we are on this show. We speaking the truth, whether we like it or not. Women would allow men to say a few words to just get by with whatever the situations are and accept those things. When he's not showing her true love, but his words always is "I love you," but at the end of the day, his actions don't show her he loves her, and women accept that on a regular basis, unlike men do not. We take your actions over your words all the time. You can tell me you love me, but if you don't show me you love me, move the fuck around. It's the truth. It might not be you, but there's women out there that's constant. I see it all the time. Y'all have to stop taking the words of people to heart and pay attention to actions and other things that's going on, because words get you in trouble. I don't believe you should be taking the whole word. If you're sleeping around and you taking the whole word, then you should. If you're taking the whole word personally, you shouldn't be sleeping around. But if you're okay with sleeping around, you shouldn't take the whole word personally. I'm just being honest.
Keep it to yourself.
Oh yeah, you should definitely keep it to yourself so nobody know you're a hoe. But no matter what's going on, that other subconscious in the back of that other subconscious gonna tell you you're a hoe though. That other subconscious gonna tell you a hoe.
No. And back it up. No, we are not encouraging anyone to be delusional. No, if you are a hoe and you were trying to date somebody seriously, let that motherfucker know that you a hoe, or you go in there running out there faking and shaking like you somebody else. If you a hoe, be a hoe. That's okay. That's who you are. That's what makes you happy. Giving your body out to multiple, that's your world. It's okay to be that way. It might not be that for everybody. Being with one individual is enough to fulfill some people. Want to learn about who we really are, because we want to go by what Betty called those social norms. Fuck that. Be who you are and own it wholeheartedly. Let's not be delusional, saying, "Oh, I'm not a hoe," when I'm out here fucking Tim, Dick, and Harry this week, and Johnny Dick me down and stroke down the street.
The names, I love it.
Right.
Yeah, we got an all male adult review coming y'all way. As y'all can tell, we on our way with it. We putting it together as we speak. We got, as y'all see, we got a couple names already out the hat. Hey, it is what it is. We trying to make money all the way around now. But that double standard, like I tell y'all, I mean, women use that one. That's one of the biggest ones. They take it so personal. I've always heard that. You a hoe, okay, fine, and then they get frustrated because I say I'm okay, I accept it, but. But if I done the same thing, you call me. I would call you a hoe, because that's you a hoe too. If you sleep with you just call me a hoe. But if I call you one in return, I'm wrong. So I mean, that double standard is irregular. Miss Barbara, I know you know some double standards of your own, don't you?
If we're going adult question here, and I'm in public, so why is it okay for girl on girl or male, female scenarios, but not okay for male, female, male?
Okay, I get what you're saying. Why is it not okay for men? For why are men not acceptable to have another man in the room type thing? And then why is it not okay for and why is it okay for girl on girl action all the time? Well, of course you know why it's okay for girl on girl action for us. I mean, we have no problem. We like the same. We both like pussy. You like pussy, I like pussy. Might as well bring another one to the room that like pussy. Ain't that right, Ava? Pussy lover. Is that not just? Let me ask y'all a question. Is that not a coincidence that Ava came in on that conversation? Is that not perfect timing? Like,
She was waiting.
She was waiting in the background for that. She was waiting on that. She said, "I know it's coming. Let me get in right now." So Ava, why? So Ava, why is that okay? Why is it okay for girl on girl and a guy and two girls, but not okay for guy and guy or well, no, we ain't gonna never say guy and guy. Period. Two guys and a girl.
Two guys and a girl.
It depends on the guy.
It depends on. I mean, like, I don't. It depends on like what their dynamic situation is. What's the setting of the two guys and the girl? Like, if she gets a flipper, hell no, that ain't going for. That ain't. It depend on. I'm gonna bring my suave situation. If she's a hoe, she's a hoe. Of course, she like that type of shit. I don't know. I never understood the enjoyment that a flipper gets by having two men at once. I don't know. I think them daddy issues for me. But
yeah, I mean, it's a maj. It's what y'all call a menage a trois, whatever y'all call that shit. The menage a trois, whatever y'all call that shit when you have two women and one man. But it's it's a train when you got one woman and two men. It's a train.
That's the
Two
hood
different things.
slang of it. The hood
No,
slang.
no, that's what it is.
It's called the menage a trois.
No, it's not. It's called train.
The hood term.
No,
A
because
train.
you gotta hook your compartments together there. You see what I'm saying? So it's a train. Just like a train got them latches that go together, connect everything together. She's connected from both ends. Just like a train. She's and then there's a caboose and there's an engine. You know what I'm saying? Everything's going in action. It's a train. It's two different things. You
Arbor
have to look
on
at
a
it.
different note than Thomas. You gonna get your feet done?
Huh?
Already.
Couldn't
Miss
wait.
Arbor, so you
Yeah, I'm
taking
with
a
Thomas on this one. It's definitely a train.
In hood terms,
Didn't we look this
I,
up at one point?
huh?
Didn't we look this up at one point? We wanted to know the definitions and stuff.
and didn't it say there was a train? They said
I
choo choo at the end.
Nah,
I
y'all
can't
hood
remember.
term we say choo choo.
Okay. Y'all both said one thing. Me and Swab both said another. Sierra, break it. Tell us what is it. Break the
Well,
tie. Tell. Is it a mod?
Sierra, go
Is
ahead,
it
tell
whatever?
them. Hood
Is it a
analogy.
trois? Is it a trois or is it a train?
Hood analogy and right analogy.
Tell us the
okay.
truth.
So it depends on positioning, to be honest.
Come on now.
Ain't nothing. I'm sorry if another guy in the room with me. There ain't nothing but there's ain't number of position. We can be in front or back.
No, okay,
We can't be
so
close to each other. We can't be close to each other. We got to be. Somebody got to be in between us, and
for
that's
my
only can be her.
experience, mine was a train.
Okay, so that's a train.
Yeah,
Okay,
two guys,
so
me. I was the main course per se. So yeah,
okay,
that's
so see there she goes. Okay, see, okay, a woman finally sees it our way. I know Arbor, you gonna say a trois all day long. Miss Arbor done went. She done fell in the pool. So Ava, are you there? Ava ain't there. Suave, where are you at? Ava, put on mute for a second. Arbor,
Yeah.
I know you gonna always say that's a trois. So that's one of your biggest one. You say that's a double standard. You think that's a real big double standard to you? But I
I
mean, I
personally
don't
don't
know.
care, but that's what a one that you commonly hear.
I guess that could be a regular popular one around here. Suave, are you there? Suave. I'm
Yeah,
trying
I'm
to
here.
get his
What's going
page.
on?
Ms. R, what's a double standard that you
I'm here.
quite frequently what's a double standard that you quite frequently see or hear?
The only one I hear the most of is just about the whole conversation with males and females, and females complaining about it, which I don't see what the complaint is. And there you went. Arbor, what about you?
Arbor just gave hers. Ava, what is the double standard that you normally see? And why? And let me ask y'all a question. Why do we call it a double? Why do you think it's a double standard? Why do you think it's a double standard? Is it because you don't think that you get treated fairly in a situation, or I mean, because we're
The
not gonna
same
always
rules
see
don't
things.
apply. The same rules don't
Okay,
apply.
give me a scenario where the same rules do not apply.
I just did.
No,
Guys are allowed to have their sow his wild oats. It's common. It's normal. That's okay, but a girl can't do that.
a girl can't do that.
No. I mean, we
Why?
do it anyway, but by societal standards, that's a no-no for us. But that's
But
expected
that's
of
not.
guys.
But
But
that's women's fault. That's not men's fault.
I don't care. I'm gonna do
Like
what I do anyway.
there's
But
no
I'm
way,
just
shape,
saying
or
that's
okay,
the
form it's a
common.
man's fault that women are sinning.
so why do you think it's a woman's fault?
Like it. Because how can you blame a man that because women are accepting of men that are promiscuous with their body?
But
How can you be mad at promiscuous men for women accepting that they're promiscuous?
it
That's
goes
not
way
my
back.
fault that women
It
are
goes
okay to
so
be
back
promiscuous.
further than that. It goes so back further than that, and you know it. Because if you had two kids, one girl, one boy,
But it don't. That's not.
and he asked for condoms,
It
you
can
say,
go back
"Okay,
as
be
far as we
safe,"
wanted to.
and you're not gonna have the same reaction if
Like,
your daughter comes and asks.
Oh
exactly,
yeah,
but
that is
that's so.
a big double standard. Yeah, I want my son to go get this shit. You know what I'm saying? But I didn't want my daughter to get it. I didn't want them to get hit. You're right.
That's all I'm trying to say.
Because nobody wants a daughter
But
that's a hoe. Like nobody wants a hoe for a daughter. I'm sorry. Like no male. Like no male. Like you know what?
But it's
I want
okay
my.
for
I
your
want
son to be a hoe.
when my daughter turns 17. I want to walk in the house and yeah. When she
Suave,
turns 17, I want to walk
is
in the
your
house and catch
Bluetooth
her
on, Suave?
getting the train ran on her by 3 dudes. Like no man says that. Like that's not what he aspires to see.
Crystal says, as the song goes, girls need love too. Why you say that, Crystal? We ain't talking about love right now, is we? Somebody dropped some pictures of me
Not
and
at
Crystal
all.
on the internet. Somebody dropped some pictures of me and Crystal on the internet today.
They was cute.
They was cute.
I
Real
saw
cute.
them pictures.
Y'all look real nice.
I don't know who that was that dropped them
Ava, you're
pictures.
on mute.
Don't be throwing slugs at me. I did that. Who mad?
But it was the caption that went with the motherfuckers that got beat.
Who mad? Who mad?
Oh, Crystal say meaning sex. So in other words, she okay with the whole word. She saying girls need love too. Hold up, that's what I'm saying. So y'all silly. I ain't silly, Crystal. Hey, it is what it is. They out there. They are a million people. I hope a million
So I
people
was a
view
little
it.
jealous, but it's all right. I didn't get some pictures.
Hey, Arbor, did you get all the videos? I know you did get to be present, so I tried to load up. I tried to shoot as many videos for you as I could.
I saw quite a few. I do need
Cause I
pictures of the
know.
dress changes for Suave, though. I need
Oh
all
yeah,
three stages.
Suave came out that boy and did that thing. I think we had 2 more hours. Suave had about 3 more outfits in.
That does not surprise
Man,
me.
I could have kept going, man. I had a few more to go.
See, Crystal said it was the caption that came with the pictures for her too. The captions that she put up.
Did I ignore the captions? I think I was just
Yeah,
focusing on the
go back and
picture.
read
I'm gonna have to go and read the caption.
go read the caption. Ava,
Dun, dun, dun.
I think that our world live in double standards. Like I don't think anything quite goes fairly no more. Like I mean, we all know that there's not enough women in professional America and all that stuff like that. But I mean, I just don't. I feel like the stigma is that y'all think that men, the double standard goes way more for women than it does for men.
It goes both ways. I mean,
No, it goes
men
way more for women.
when you're talking about workplace, men get paid more.
Yep.
And then after that, it's white women get paid more,
Yep.
and then black women. So that's not a double standard that we win when it comes to staying home with the kids. That's half-ass expected. But if a dude wants to stay home, he must be gay. He must be living off her. That's a double standard.
Well, I'm telling y'all, my kid's grown, so if y'all want
Well,
to date me, I'm not staying home with none of your badass kids. Y'all better get your babysitter. I'm letting y'all know that now. I'm not babysitting a motherfucker. Well, Rosie and Riley, though, I will babysit them all day long. But I'm not babysitting nobody else goddamn kids. Sierra, what other double standards do you? I mean, other than work, like I said, as far as the pay grade, I'll be honest with y'all. I really do feel like, as far as that goes, yeah, y'all definitely got to get. They got to get way better in that situation with y'all, because the reality of it is, our black women are probably the most smartest creatures on the planet.
I mean, look at the NBA versus the WNBA.
Oh yeah.
And the only reason why I say that, because if God is really a true God, if God is really who made the world and who we supposed to be worshiping, that's who I follow. Hey, you know, there's so many people out there got their own religions, but if God is truly that person, then I can't say I'm smarter than a woman, because God had to give me a helpmate. So I mean, if I was as smart as God's supposed to have made me to be, He wouldn't never had to give me a helpmate. So He had to make her smarter than me, because she can't be my helpmate and be dumber than me. I'm just being honest. I mean, I don't know nobody can be my helpmate if you're dumber than me.
That's fact.
Yeah.
And that's just being
But
honest.
I don't necessarily believe it has to be smarter than you. It's just
Brandon, you
both
just
of you have good things in different areas.
That ain't my fault.
you said what?
I said it's not a matter of anybody being smarter than the other. You just both have strong suits that are different from each other. You find somebody that complements you. If she's better with bills, let her do the bills, and you're better with yard work, whatever.
Yeah, but if I let her take over the bills and stuff, then everybody gonna look and say she's the head of the household. She runs this household type shit. You know what I'm
That
saying?
is
There's that
not
double
at
standard
all
again.
what it. That does not work at all.
No,
Nobody
she's just
has
better at
that.
budgeting
She's just better at money.
at all.
That doesn't make her the head of the household. You, as the head of the household, a good leader dictates things that he's not best at.
See, and
So
I
if
want
he
you to
knows that
shorten that.
there's somebody that's better at doing yard work than him, he's going to designate someone to do that.
And I like the way you put that. The head of the household has the dick take. So that means you
Tommy,
have to
shut
pay
your
attention to
ass
the word.
up.
Y'all have to pay attention to the word dick take. At the
Thomas,
end of the day,
go
if
take a
without
nap.
a dick, you can't take. So you have to be the head of the household. Dictate. Pay attention, y'all. We are definitely dropping words of wisdom today.
No, we're not. He's dropping piles of shit.
You didn't just say that.
You
I didn't say.
dropping pounds of shit, like she said.
So she didn't just say. She didn't just talk about dictating.
I
See, that's
said
that shit I be
designate.
talking about.
I said
I didn't.
designate.
You didn't say dictate.
No.
Okay. You said he had to dictate who pays who's over this and that. That's what you
He
just said.
he has to designate who's better than him at
That's
doing things.
dictate, designate. It's all the same.
You just wanted to say it. Go ahead. Go ahead. Say it again.
I'm just telling you, he
Say it
has to
again.
dictate the household. Y'all have to understand that goes hand in hand. That's why God gave us a head of the household. Because we
Okay.
have a penis. Y'all's never grew.
God did not give you head of household.
But men don't know how to dictate in their household.
Ooh. For real,
Gotta
Sierra,
Where
you
did
gonna
it
go there?
say that? Where in the hell did it say in the Bible that the man is the head of household?
Oh, it does several times.
Yeah, it does. Numerous times.
Head of household.
That's because you're in a woman household, fool. It's two different things. Hell. You're in a woman household. Hell. That's two different things. And talking about you the head of the household.
Look, that ain't double standard ass shit you on. Shut up.
I'm not on no double standard. I see everybody as equal. I see all of us as equal. Majority of us hoes. The rest of us ain't shit. Arbor is the only sweetheart out of all of us.
I'm smiling under here.
I'm a
The
sweetheart.
rest, oh Sierra, you're a sweetheart. But I meant out of us original six that's on the panel every week. I mean, the rest of us ain't shit. Arbor probably one that might be the sweetest one. Ava ain't shit.
How
Beverly
come
ain't
I
shit.
ain't shit?
Suave just happened to be in a relationship. That don't make him worth shit though. And he still ain't shit. Well, no, he's worth something. He ain't shit though. He's worth something. He just ain't shit.
Oh,
Is he asleep?
Yeah, I think he knocked out. That nigga done went to sleep on us. What? We gonna high side. We need to take some pictures of this shit. Y'all need to be taking pictures.
He
We
ain't
need to be
sleep.
black.
He watching something.
slingshot.
Now he ain't answering us, so he
No,
definitely sleep.
he's asleep.
No, he's frozen.
That's why I froze.
No.
I gotta move. Yeah, he was frozen. That's what it was. I was like, damn, I thought that fool done laid back in the chair and went to sleep. I don't. Again, boy, I was gonna talk bad about him if he was. I was gonna high side like a mother if he back there sleeping in the back of the Sierra. Why you say men
Mhm.
can't dictate in the household?
I said some men.
Some men.
Not every man can, like the conversation from a few weeks ago. Not every man can lead their household.
That is
Some
very.
men.
We did have a conversation. You are very true about that. That not every man is meant to not every man is meant to be a leader. Let me clarify that first off. We all know everybody can sit up here and say that everybody's supposed to be a leader. And God did not make everybody a leader because if He did, nobody would be a follower. So some people are followers. So accept that. Know what man that you're dealing with. If you want a man that's a leader, find a leader. If you got a man that's a follower, accept who he is and get in a leader's role, like Miss Arbor said, I guess, and lead. I mean, and I don't mean. Let me not clarify that because Miss Arbor didn't say that. What Miss Arbor said was, if she can handle bills or do anything, whatever her strong traits are, let her do her part. But at the end of the day, I don't have no problem with the woman being the head of the household if a man is a beta male. Let me say that. If a man is a beta male, he is not an alpha male. He is not a man. That man that's supposed to be the head of the household. I think that woman definitely need to take suit or somebody that a household can be fucked up. So let me
Indecisiveness
definitely
can't lead. So yeah,
now repeat that again.
indecisiveness can't lead.
Ooh, do you agree with that, Ms. Arbor?
Absolutely.
I want you to explain that a little bit further so that way they can understand. Because I definitely would say that because I definitely want the men to hear this out of a woman's mouth. I agree with it because I've heard this before. Because at some points in my marriage, I got indecisive, and it definitely cost me. So, what do you mean by that when you say it, Miss Sierra?
Well, let's see. Let me give you an example. Like, say a man wants to take the family, I don't know, anywhere basically, and he has family all excited, and then he changes his mind, and all of a sudden the family is disappointed for whatever reason. But let me more focus it like on a career. So with him changing his career, it affects the whole household,
Yeah.
depending on how drive straight. Depending on how depending on how think I don't know. I had a brain fart. I'm driving. Hold on.
Let me go back to when you said that first part because that first part was something big for me. Indecisiveness. People will say it's not indecisiveness, but you're very right. It's indecisiveness. I should never put a plan forth in front of my family and then let them down and make that a failure for my family. That's very indecisive. Like, if I got a plan, don't present it until I'm ready to present it and deliver on it. So what she mean by that? That's indecisive. I've done that in many times in my life. I would get my family excited, and either my health or something would happen, and we wouldn't be able to go. Whether we liked it or not, I should definitely be planning it better and making better situations and better plans to make sure that I fulfill those promises to my family. So indecisiveness will kill a relationship and will kill a marriage, and you cannot be a leader with indecisiveness. And you can't dictate your household with indecisiveness because your kids won't respect you as the head of the household, as well as your wife won't respect you as the head of the household. Do you agree, Miss Arbor?
Hmm. I actually was just having this conversation last night. Um, Respect is a big thing for you guys, and this is where we lose respect the fastest. If you know that my strong suit is cooking, but I don't clean as much as you do, but for whatever reason, he won't clean, right? And then he complains, or he puts her in a situation where she's has to do everything herself. Well, we know that that's a good thing for you. You know how to clean. You clean better than me, blah, 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 but you won't do it. So I'm going to lose respect for you. If we decide to go get cabinets at Lowe's and I tell you, nope, that one's not gonna fit or it's not gonna match, and you got to do what you got to do anyway, I'm gonna let you look like an ass. I don't have to say, I told you so or any of that. But understand, every time something like that occurs, we lose a little bit more respect. And in the end, you not our leader anymore because you can't make consistent decisions.
Miss Arbor, Miss Arbor.
Yes.
So you was a fly on the wall in my house all them years. You
I'm
was that
just
fly on the
saying.
wall I couldn't kill. I'm just saying. I mean, that sounded like that story very familiar to me. That's very true. It's very what you said has holds a lot of weight to it. But you know what? That's another thing that I try to tell you, Miss Arbor, is that we brush it over with a simple "I love you," a little affection, and say "I'm gonna fix it, baby," and y'all accept that instead of seeing a lot of women accept that, and instead of seeing the and waiting and seeing for the action behind it.
Because
You know
we
what?
want
Tomorrow when I
we
cook, will
want
he
to
wash
see you.
dishes tomorrow since I brought it to his attention? Will he wash dishes tomorrow since I cooked today?
We want to have that faith. We want to believe in you. And we're going to give you every opportunity because we love you. And then eventually that dies because now you have stressed us out and gave us blood pressure problems and shit. And we just
So
can't.
yep, yep. So I mean I understand, yeah. So do you think it's a double standard there? Do you think that I think that's a big double standard because I think women accept it more than men do, and I wonder why because like men don't accept that. Men don't accept you telling it's gonna change. If it don't change quick, they normally step out and do something different.
Because there's always a $40 chick or easier target. So they don't have to live up to our standards.
Wait. $40 chick. That's not a relationship assistant. That's a hoe.
That's a whole. But I'm saying, in order to, when I require consistency, when I require, decisions, leadership, all of that stuff, if he can't do it, if he can't handle it, if he don't want it, he's gonna go to somebody who just wants $40 or the chick that I'm just dating for fun. I don't want to get into a relationship.
See, but when it's outside the sexual thing, that man's gonna leave that relationship. You have to understand that. A sex thing, he can go get a $40 chicken return home. You're right. But when it doesn't have to deal with sex, when it's something else that goes on between you and your mate, um, like I tell you before, if we seen that same inconsistency out of a woman, we wouldn't be with that woman. You see what
Right.
I'm saying? That has nothing to do with sex. But if it's a sexual thing, we'll go get a $40 chick. You're right. But when it comes to something like that inconsistency, y'all put up with it for long periods of time, for years.
Yep.
Unlike a man will pull up with it for a certain amount of time. If he don't see that change, I'm done. I can't put up with this.
So why is it so intolerable for women?
Because you know the reason why? Because women feel I feel like I think it's tolerable by women because I feel like women are in desperate mode, way more desperate mode than men are because they understand that men are few and far between. Real men are few and far
Hmm.
between. So sometimes you try to accept things, but like Miss Arbor said, sometimes you fall in love with his potential. And when you fall in love with his potential, you accept his bullshit because you think his potential one day is gonna shine. And the reality of it is he really ain't that good of a nigga, but the real good nigga that you're looking for is out there, but he's not him. You don't need to waste no 3 years on that dude, and he's not giving you no consistency. 3 years is too long to waste. That's why that guy gets off in 6 months. Hey, I gave you 6 months. You didn't change. That consistency hasn't changed. I got to move on. Her over here is giving me consistency. She's making sure my clothes is folded the way I like them. She making sure my feet is rubbed when I need them. She rub my back right when I do it. Hey man, she give me consistency, and I don't have to ask for it.
But doesn't
But
consistency also mean complacency as well?
and that's the deal.
Consistent,
You
consistency
guys
can be
do become complacent.
well. Let me tell you the difference. I think because when you say I think complacency is like a bad. I mean, consistency is a good thing. Complacency is a bad thing. to me. And the reason why I say that is because complacency sounds like you got lazy and you forgot to do something. Consistency means you're always on top of doing that thing.
Right. But what I hear that as is you were showing consistency, therefore she was showing consistency,
Okay.
and she continues to show consistency, but you start falling off because you just expect her to keep going. That's like the whole I quit dating her once I got married situation.
But again, she don't have to put up with it. You see what I'm saying? But she allows him to fall off. Again, the same thing in a man situation. You can start off dating us and you can show us consistency, but when you fall off, when that consistency does not return, we're out. We're not going to stay for a long period of time. We're not going to give you 3 or 4 years to get it right. You either get back on track or we're going to move around. And I think the reason why that is because men know we have options. We have way more women in the world than we have men. So we know I can get rid of her, and there's 7 other women out here that I can look at.
Yep.
T said, I don't think it's desperation on the women's side. Women just value family and stability. No, women don't value family and stability because there's so many women that are in bum-ass relationship with bum-ass niggas. So that is not true. That has no. There a lot of women do. They believe in that. But again, the biggest key that we say on this show all the time: women have the key to sex, men have the key to relationship. Y'all can say we can never get sex without y'all saying yes, but y'all can never get a relationship without us committing. So understand. I mean, all we're telling you is that I'm not saying, and understand, T, it's not desperation in a bad way. It's the fact that you think that this man is a good man. You see his potential, so you're trying your best to be there for him, but he's not giving you anything. Who is that? Who's got a lot of noise in the background? Is that you? Okay, that's you. Okay, that's some Chinese people, ain't it? I already know. Chang, chang, chang. I'm gonna do your feet. Oh, I better stop that, man, before we get put in Facebook jail for talking about a whole damn race. Let me stop that. Damn, I better stop. Boy, I didn't even think about that. I apologize, Facebook, and whoever I offended along the way. Y'all do great feet in nails, by the way. I'm sorry. Ooh, I almost said something. Don't turn the camera around no more. I almost said it again. Ooh, I've been in trouble all over again. That's my personal belief. Again, I'm not saying it holds water to it, but I honestly believe that men know that we don't have to accept those things, that there's other women out here. Which y'all accept those things because y'all know there's not very many men out here. I mean,
that's a big thing because it is hard to find a decent man. So at some point we are like, okay, I'm just gonna have to live with these problems because at least he doesn't hit me. Like they dwindle it down to, well, at least he's not cheating.
Yeah, you try to justify the situation.
Yeah,
and that makes no sense to me. Like, how can you justify staying in a bad relationship?
Yep.
And then later on, you're trying to tell everybody, you're still trying to justify, but you're trying to give everybody a definition of why you did it. That's why I stayed in it. After this over with, I only stayed in it because I really seen this. Look, that's irrelevant. What you seen, what he showed you is what he showed you. My neighbor of mine around the corner used to always say, you can't tell me what these show me. These 2 eyes right here show me everything. No matter what you say, they can't change what these eyes see. So what I see, what you say, Ava? Oh, Ava's talking to her. Are you talking to your significant other? So Sierra, what do you think? Why do you think that women put up with it? I mean, I said it's because I didn't mean to say desperation, but I guess I can't change it because again, there's not enough men out here, and then on top of that, there's not enough good men out here.
A lot of times women put up with it because they think they can change men. So they think if they tolerate it for so long, eventually the man will surrender and change their ways to dominate the woman. And it never was, unless they just want to change.
Big facts.
Man, that is one of the biggest. That's one of the biggest things. Ava, you took your mute off, so you have something to say. Go ahead and say it, sweetheart.
I love y'all. That's it. I mean, I just took mute off. I was gonna comment, but she said what I was gonna say, so no need for me to.
Sorry.
Ain't no sorry, you good. Our brains just think alike. That's it. We
Yeah.
with the shits.
Okay.
So we gotta. The biggest thing I'm gonna tell you, I will encourage the men out there on this level right here. First off, men, yeah, the women do outnumber us, and we do got options. I'm 100% on board with that. Trust me, I know we got options. But let me clarify something. We got to be better at what we do. There's not enough good men out there. I clarify myself as a good man, but I still have a lot of flaws in me too. But we got to present a better us out there. As a whole male race, we need to present a better us. Our look is not good right now. I'm just gonna tell you as a black man looking in on what I see every day, and I'm not just talking about in the hood. I'm talking about everywhere. There are some of us that there are some areas where we're presented a little bit better, but we still don't present a better look. Sometimes we dress better, but our language don't change. Sometimes we dress raggedy, but we're respectful as hell. I mean, but at the end of the day, we got to change as a black culture as what we present in the black men. We need to be more accountable of our actions and what we do and how we carry ourselves around women and the way we treat women and the way we treat our daughters and our sisters and our nieces and everybody. Because the reality of it is, all we're gonna do is continue this cycle, and it's gonna get worse as we go on. Our next generation, they're not even going to school. They dumbasses. They're only gonna listen to what we tell them. If we tell them they're bitches and hoes, they're bitches and hoes. I'm just being honest, because they're not going to school. They're not learning nothing else. They're home with your dumb ass every day. So I know they dumb to the motherfucker. Our generation didn't have some of the classes that they had back when we was growing up. So I know we was dumb to the motherfucker. So they really dumb now. Because
they're giving classes on how to deal with my kindergartner. They're giving classes so that I can teach my kindergartner.
And that's sad, because we raised the motherfuckers and we still don't know how to deal with them. Ain't that some shit?
We don't know their schoolwork.
I swear to God, I don't know how to deal with my little 3-year-old, because I be wanting to she's the sweetest thing ever, but she's her mama's child. Lord Jesus. I thought my mama was playing when they said that if you have a girl, it's 10 times worse. Yeah, it is.
Well, I'm glad Ava started talking, because she made me think of a girl standard that I always see. Since y'all wanted to see the women versus man double standard, Ava can walk up and grab any pussy and titty in the room. If I did the same thing, I would get the shit slapped out of me. Let me get it clear, Miss Arbor. You know I'm not lying. She grabbed every titty and ass she sees, and that is perfectly acceptable. But if I done that, I would get the shit slapped out of me.
I did that all night, and when I tell you, like, the women was literally bending over for me to touch them, it was crazy. I love everybody. Everybody outfits was amazing that night.
But that wasn't double standard. But that ain't double standard.
That is a double standard. It's not a double standard. It's not.
It's not.
How is that not a double standard?
So from now on, when I see everybody, I can walk up and grab titties and ass.
Let me tell you, that's inappropriate for you to do anyway. When we
Sarah, you can do that all you want to. Ava, if she meets you the first time, she grabbing your ass. She grab asses like it ain't nothing. Ava's gonna grab ass.
When y'all can slap each other on the ass when y'all playing basketball or football.
No. That's a sporting event. That's something totally different. We don't do that no more. We realize that they did that when we was growing up. They did that when we was growing up. We don't. Hey, guess what? Watch this. Hey, watch this. No, hold up. I'm gonna show you something. Watch this. NFL from the 60s, NFL from the 60s, 70s, and 80s, and 90s, they slapped ass. The new NFL, they do end zone celebrations. It's a totally different thing. That was gay back then. We're straight NFL now.
But what happens in the locker room, though? That's still some fouls, you know.
What happens in Vegas stays in Vegas. That's the way the NFL says it.
So what happens in the locker room stays in the locker room.
Do that.
That's why I don't go in locker room.
Yeah, Tom.
I don't work out. Fuck it.
Right, baby.
So I change. If I do go work out, I change when I get to the gym and I
They
go back
smack
home
each
and
other on
change.
the ass and all that there, football and basketball, right? Men and women. They still do that shit. They
But that's
kissing
what I'm
each
saying.
other. The
But
fuck?
it's okay for both of them to do that. We're not talking about that. We're talking about Ava coming
Thank
in a
you.
party and touching 27 women on her titties, and 26 of them she didn't know. That's what I'm talking about. If a man done that though, we'd have been locked up by the end of the night. Police would have been called. We'd have been on sexual assault charge, and we'd have been locked up and put away somewhere. That's all I'm saying. It's not a double standard.
It's
And watch
it's
this.
a form
Watch
of
this.
endearment.
That's the way we greet.
And watch this. We can go out and
Look,
cheat, and y'all call us hoes. But if y'all watch this, if we call y'all bitches, it's not okay. But if y'all call each other bitches, it's okay.
That's true.
because
No,
it's the
I
way
hate
you
it.
say it. Like,
Thank you.
It ain't the
I
way
don't
we say
know.
it,
Can't name who you're talking about.
huh? Who called you a bitch?
I don't know. Y'all just. I said, can't nobody call me no bitch. But my
I
bitch,
mean,
you
I
women.
hate it.
I mean, watch this.
That's
We
your
took
best
the whole
friend.
word. We took the whole word and made it a badge of honor. Y'all took the bitch word between yourself and made it a badge of honor. That's my bitch. Y'all say it all the time. That's my bitch right there.
No.
You know what? I actually think gay men took that term and made it
What it is?
more appropriate for women to call each other that.
say that again, Sierra. Say that again, because they did.
I think gay men took that term and made it more feminine, and women just adapted to it. Because before it became popular against amongst men, like there wasn't a word.
Well, I'm just saying. I mean, again, I just talk about. Y'all always say it ain't a double standard, but women get away with a lot more than men get away. Especially the black men. Like we don't get away with shit. We dogged out if we fuck up in our community. We a dog ass nigga. If we cheat on somebody, we a dog ass. If we single and we see multiple women, we a hoe ass nigga. I mean, all type of shit.
Thomas, let me tell you, like, when it comes to different work industries, you know how hard it was for me being young and to dominate an industry that is predominantly men, for me to come into it and for me to train other people to do it. The
Oh, I
men look
have
at me
nothing
and be
wrong.
like,
I told y'all smart
I ain't
enough.
got
You
to.
should do
That's
that.
what I'm saying. It's a double standard when it comes. That's another double standard when it comes to the male predominantly industry as far as work related. Me being
Yeah.
a female forklift driver, and I drop every single forklift. I teach every single forklift. I teach men to do it. So for me to be in a class and I'm telling people how to drive it or I'm demonstrating it, men look at me and be like, "Bitch, I ain't gonna listen to you like you know what the fuck you doing." And my women will pass the class faster than the men.
I probably
But yeah, it
I
was
can
hella hard.
definitely I can definitely see that being the reason is that they don't want to listen to you because you're a woman. I can see that. That happens a lot. That is a bad double standard in the work industry. And a lot of times a lot
Yeah,
of
like
times in the work industry, we don't think women can do the job for different reasons. And that's just, I think that's more sexist to me.
Yeah.
When it's in the
I
workplace,
didn't
it's a
see
sexist situation.
like female truck drivers to come in and get harassed because they a woman and they driving a damn big ass 18 wheeler. Like it's just I don't know. It's just really hella crazy.
So how do we break the double standard? How do we break these double standards?
Oh, sorry, that wasn't funny.
Like that.
By dominating them.
Oh,
I mean, it depends on what it is. I don't think
What
some will never be broken.
I
okay.
mute myself.
Some you can't break.
Like which ones you can't break? Like the whole situation. You don't think that one's ever gonna be broke?
That ain't gonna never be broke. You can do it, but I can't. That'll never be broke. It won't. You can go fuck whoever you want to, and it's cool. But if I go and fuck however many, I got a rap sheet. That ain't gonna never be broken.
Like I said, that goes all the way back to childhood
Because
and raising your
somebody in
kids.
the world decided to put a number on
No.
somebody's vagina and said that it's knowledge.
Well, it's just
So
like the judicial
that would
system.
never be broken.
The judicial system put a number on our front chest and made us inmates. Y'all got a track record when it comes to section. We keep a record of that motherfucker. Your inmate number 62775 got such and such and such and such and such on her record. God
But
damn it,
Thomas,
this motherfucker
like I
over here gave
said,
this motherfucker over here gave her 3 months worth of dick, and this motherfucker over here gave her 4 months worth of dick. I know what's going on in your track record, motherfucker. You on probation for this motherfucker right here too. This motherfucker ain't giving you none for 6 months because you did this. I'm trying to tell you, I know everything about you. I want to know it.
but it all goes back to starting at home. And like I told you and you agreed with, when you have a son, you're completely okay with him sowing his wild oats or his hyperactive or aggressive behavior. That's just what boys do. But let a girl do it. Princeton. I'll need a tail. Yeah, I have a picture. Hang on. You want a tail or you want a powder? Whatever's best.
Let me say this. I'm just doing what she wants to. When it comes down to the gay community, you can't sit there and be when a gay female comes
Yeah, that's
out,
fine.
it's a wrap. Like daddy, if daddy accepted, it's a go fuck every bitch that you want. I swear it's like the roles reversed. Because when my daddy found out I was gay, that's my motherfucking nigga right there. Go get all the hoes. I swear to God, that was my daddy.
Well,
Go get all the hoes.
hold up, and that brings me to. I'm glad you brought that up because that brings me to another big one that's out there. Fathers are more acceptable to their daughter being gay than their son being gay.
Absolutely.
And mothers are more acceptable to their son being gay than their daughter being gay. I've seen that multiple times too.
I know. At a
Well, on
certain
my
point in
sense,
my
I
life,
don't
when
know
my dad
because
figured out.
I think out of me and my sister is the only two gay ones out of the little five. So it was expected, but my mama didn't think that I was gonna follow through. She thought that it was just a phase I was going through. But like I told her, I've been gay my whole life. I just was waiting till I got grown so you couldn't kick me out the house or tell me what I can and can't do. I respected your wishes for 18 years. I respected you 18 years. I'm 18 now. 18 plus. You can't tell me shit. I can do what I
No,
want to
girl,
when I
you
want
can't.
to and how I want.
So Miss Arbor, she's done with your nails. What was you finish up what you were saying, sweetheart? She just took over because you was doing your nails.
Oh no, I hadn't started my hands yet. I'm going in a
Oh,
minute. But no, I said at a certain point, because my dad was, the same way. Boys are boys, girls are girls. There's a difference there. But I got to an age and a stage in my life where he figured out what was going on, and he had this look on his face of, I don't know whether I want to high five you right now or like discuss how wrong this could go. But
yeah.
after a while, they just let you do what you do.
Yeah, and that's the true statement. I think we need to get out of the. I think we gotta get out of the double standards. I think we gotta stop looking, but I don't think we're gonna ever do that because again, men look at things different than women do.
They do. But
So how can we ever get out of the double standards when we're not gonna ever see everything eye to eye?
here's the deal. One, there shouldn't be a double
Thomas.
standard, but there also is a difference between man and woman. And once people know their place, that'll be easier to
What you
deal
trying to
with.
say?
Know your place. Ooh. So, Sierra, any other great? Do you agree or disagree with the fact that we're different? That you don't think that this is going to ever change as far as when it comes to double standards, or do you think that we can fix the double standard issue?
Well, equal should really be taken out the dictionary because nobody, a large amount of people will never agree to equality. So um, double standards are here to stay. It's just how you approach them and how you handle them.
What you laughing up there for, Ava?
No, my girl was here being crazy. I'm gonna look. So she said, she said, so what do you call a woman with a lot of mileage? I said, a whore. She said, no. So what do you call a toss up? Guess what I said? A slut.
Yeah,
She
toss
just
up is a
crazy
slut.
because of the way she came at me and said. So I'm like, what else did you want me to say? But she's like, no, what is a toss up? And I'm like, a slut. In that case,
What
the
is a
fuck
toss
is
up?
it?
She got another definition for it?
Baby, what is a toss up? Baby, what is a toss up? So it's not a slut?
Yeah, let teach us another definition.
I'm trying to tell you. Because a toss up to me is a slut. Like, she's not a whore.
She's just a flipper.
Is she a flipper? She a coin toss or some shit?
Heads, I
She in
get
there
it.
watching old school Jerry Springer. That's where you get it from, huh? She's in there watching old school Jerry Springer and Maury from 1990s.
Ain't that some shit? Well, that says where she got it right there. I don't know. Like I said, the double standard. I mean, just like well, I mean, I don't think women. I mean, we got an issue going on in the world today. I posted last week about a transgender performing in women's athletic sports. And a lot of people took offended, but I got a nephew that's a transgender, and he tried to definitely defend the transgender community. But at the same time, when I have to defend the transgender community, I have to tell the women this is a product of what y'all made, because y'all wanted to get in men's sports a long time ago, and yet we allowed y'all to start getting in men's sports. And since y'all got in men's sports, now men that think that are now clarifying themselves to be women want to get in y'all's, and it's wrong. No, it's not. Because women were allowed in men's sports a long time ago. Y'all argued to play football. We have allowed women to play college football and everything else that was supposed to be a man's sport. At the end of the day, if that's what they suit their lifestyle to be, then that's what we have to accept. Because the women opened that door. They the one wanted to cross over into men's sports when we allowed them to have their own sports, basketball, volleyball, their own sports.
Let me tell you what movie fucked that up.
What's that?
You remember the movie when baby, what's the movie when the man wanted to play, like he got kicked out of the NBA?
Juwanna Man.
That's who fucked that up.
No, but it was already women. But before then, women had already felt like they could compete against men. They felt like they wanted to compete against men on certain levels in certain sports. So with that being said, they was already trying to fight to get into men's sports.
What the fuck was gonna happen?
Yeah, but before Juwanna Man came out, a woman had already pursued to try to play college football. Had already tried to sue the NCAA because they wouldn't let her play college football. That's what I'm trying to tell you. That issue opens up a door, and now that it opened up a door, now you're mad about it, and it shouldn't be something that you should be angry about because you opened that door. Do you not agree? If it is, that's a double standard. You can sit up here and kick your door in on our sport, but when they come back, it's not a true man because he identifies himself as a female now. So he's definitely over there competing with what he relates to. So I mean, again, I'm not standing up for a community or nothing, but I mean I respect what's out there, what our society has accepted. Do you not agree, Sierra?
Yes. Ouch. Yeah. Sorry.
I mean, have women not tried to cross over to men's sports forever?
Sorry. Repeat it.
I said, has women not tried to cross over into men's sports since way in the early 90s, late 80s?
Yes.
They've been wanting to get it, and now that transgender men are performing in women's sports, it's a big outcry right now. And I don't think that, again, that's a double standard that I don't think that's fair to them, because at the end of the day, it was something that you opened the door to. It's a big double standard that's on our market. And again, we have to get away from the double standards. Like she said, I think it all has to do with the equality issue. None of us see any of us as being equal, and none of us can ever be on an equal playing field, no matter how we look at it. Whether it be because of finances, whether it be because of race, whatever it is, we'll never be on equal playing field at any time.
Yep.
So,
Hey y'all,
I,
I need everybody that's watching this live to go ahead and share. Share the live for me, y'all.
y'all make sure y'all share this live. Make sure y'all know that we're on YouTube and Facebook. We're on our Facebook ASC Love Remix page, as well as my page. But again, we will be stop broadcasting. We're hoping to stop broadcasting by the end of March on my page officially. So definitely tune in and go and like ASC Love Remix page. If you have topics, email us ascloveremix@gmail.com. Any topics that you have. Today's topic was brought by Sierra, who definitely is a guest of ours today, and we thank her for being a guest. We ain't gonna hold y'all much longer because again, we all have a lot going on still from the storm. A lot of us are still displaced. A lot of us are still, well, some of us are enjoying pampering themselves, so some of us got time. Sierra, they ain't cut your lights on yet?
Yeah, my lights are on. I'm trying to get in my door.
Oh, it's dark as hell. I was like, damn, girl, they need to cut your lights on, girl. We need to talk to them. We need.
Well,
Hey,
I
that
haven't been
bring me
home in
to.
2 days, so.
Hey, that brings me to another point. Y'all see the lawsuit? Y'all see the $100 million lawsuit filed? A boy in
Yeah.
Texas, that the little 10-year-old boy died in a trailer while the lights was cut off, and now his family filed a $100 million lawsuit. Didn't I just say that the other day, Ava? There was gonna be a lawsuit filed before long. I just said somebody had to die during this time, and it definitely, I guarantee you, Cole played a factor. I'm very disappointed in Texas, the whole state of Texas as a whole, to not be prepared. No matter how much you sit up there and say this is the worst storm we ever seen, up north have seen storms like this. We should have been prepared. Minnesota,
Not the worst.
New York, Detroit, they see this every year. It's not a year that don't go by they don't see this. Colorado, they see this every year. We should be definitely out there talking about it kicks you out. We should definitely be out there talking. Oh my God, where's my? I gotta get back on. Brianna, you unhooked my phone.
I never touched your phone.
Oh my God,
your phone.
Thomas, we hear you. Yeah, to piggyback on what he was saying, that it is crazy that Texas wasn't prepared. I mean, we should have salt trucks on standby. We should have generators on standby. Major generators on standby. It don't make no sense. Walmart sell generators, but the state couldn't give us generators.
Yeah,
They should have
true.
had solar power and everything.
We didn't have Walmart sell
Oh,
generators.
hold up. I will.
Target sell
We also
generators. All
we
day.
also we also found out that the solar power and the wind power had problems during this time too. So it wasn't just the regular electric; it was all the way around. We were not prepared as a whole, as a state, at all for any of this. And I feel like as a state, and y'all want to be our representatives, y'all should have definitely planned better. So at the next election, you motherfuckers better be giving us some. Y'all better show us some shit. We don't want to hear shit from y'all. It's show and tell time now. All of us are from the show me state. We don't live in Missouri, but damn it, you gonna show us something. If you show us, we not voting for you. Period. So I mean, y'all might as well get ready. I mean, we tired of this. Trust me, I was without lights for 4 days, and I have multiple friends that are without water. A lot of Miss Beverly, her home is ruined. She's looking for another home as we speak because of apartments. They're trash. Their whole apartment complex is ruined. That's how bad it is here in Texas, just in Fort Worth, Texas alone. So I can't imagine another place. So again, I feel like Texas as a whole, we suck, we dumb as hell, and we're a go white boy state. And I said it, and I'm not scared to say it. Because I say what the fuck I want to say. It's a good old white boy state, and that's all they care about is money. No, because I guarantee you, none of the rich folks' lights was out because I know a lot of rich folks, and their lights was on because I went over their house. Y'all
The
motherfuckers had
CEO
lights,
of ERCOT was.
huh?
The CEO of ERCOT, his lights were out.
Well, I mean, but I'm not saying that a couple of rich people didn't get hit, but the majority of the rich people had lights.
Yeah.
Trust me. I mean, a lot of them had lights. I mean, a lot of it had to do with your home too, and what kind of damage you had done to your home. Some people had power done to their home that was not accumulated from the lights. It was actually damage done to their home. Like Miss Tanya's home was ruined by the storm. She got her home was officially flooded. Her pipes busted. By the storm, her pipes got busted, and her home was flooded also. So, like I said, a lot of people have been displaced by this, and it was not being prepared in Texas. That's all I'm saying. We should have been better prepared because up north, they definitely have seen it every year, year in and year out, and they never lose power. Not that I know of.
Yeah.
Not that I know of. If they had a power outage, it's a true power outage, not a shut off outage. Let you think. So I definitely clarify that. We again getting back to the topic. Ava, what is the double standard that happened to you? What is the biggest double standard that's happened in your life?
Me being gay, like the standards on me being gay when it comes to the put me in a box with the bisexual and lesbian. It's a double standard on it. Being gay itself is a double standard.
Yeah.
Alone, it's a double standard because it's so many labels in the gay community to where, oh, you're gay, so you ain't supposed to do this. You're gay as a woman and you're not supposed to do this. You're gay as a woman, so you need to stay on this side. You're not supposed to do this. When it comes to this, gonna piss a lot of people off, but I really don't give two fucks. When it comes to you being studs in general, has a box that they put themselves in and categorize themselves that my brain don't function fully on as far as the body wise. I don't care how you dress. The way you dress is the way you dress. The way I dress is the way I dress. It don't bother me at all. I don't care if you feel like one day you want to put on heels and the next day you want to be a whole nigga. It is what it is. I do that all the fucking time. It's the I hate the studs that put themselves in a box to where they structure the female body. Did that make sense?
Yeah.
Okay, I ain't even gonna just say studs. In general, me. I feel like you can't put me in a box when it comes to, or put me as a label when it comes to women, because the way my mind thinks, the feelings that's in me, I love women. I love everything about a woman's body. So to me, I don't care about how you dress, how you carry yourself. I do care about. But as far as you think that you're a man, I don't care about that. Up under the clothes, you're still a woman.
I see what you're saying.
Like, I want to be pleased. If I touch you in that same way, you would want to be pleased the same way. That was the double standard that I don't get in the gay community. Okay. We put so many labels on so many things. In actuality, we all think the same. We love women for that simple fact. We're infatuated with the women's body. The ins and outs of being gay. So that's the double standard that irritates me out of my life.
One of my biggest double standards is that, like, I live my life and I don't lie. I tell the truth about everything I do. But like, a woman feels like she can do certain stuff, but then if I do certain stuff, she feels like I owe her something. So it feels like we're obligated. I feel like a lot of times women feel like we're obligated to do certain things the way that they want us to do them. So I don't think it's a double standard when it comes to men. Like we ask y'all to do something, y'all do it y'all way. We don't have no problem with it. But when we do it the way we want to do it, y'all just don't see how we plan on doing it, and y'all have a problem with it if it's not y'all way. I don't think that I think that standard needs to be across the board. You know what I mean? I don't care how you do it as long as the goal get accomplished. You see what I'm saying? Are you there?
Hmm.
Sierra, are
I
you
don't
there?
feel. I hear you. And you're right. And you're right. Like I feel as though once you lay the ground rules on the way that you feel, the way that it is with the person, women like we said, everything that women do is some type of an emotional attachment to it. It doesn't matter when we brushing our motherfucking hair, we brushing our hair with emotions. No lie. Cause these motherfucking tangles gonna get the hell about this motherfucking hair today. For real. No lie. We emotional in everything. But the double standard comes in when we can sit here and tell you no feelings. That was a straight
Yeah.
lie. That was a straight lie because everything we do is with some type of emotions. There's some type of feelings involved. I can fuck you and there's no emotion. There's no feelings. Now, don't get me wrong, because I can do that. I don't know. The next person, I can fuck you with no feelings and be A1. I can fuck you and get the fuck up and go home. No
I
problem.
prefer the call.
No fucking problem. Lay the smack down, get
I'm
my
saying,
ass up.
fuck that.
Bye.
I'm saying tonight. I'm going home. I be trying to say tonight. I ain't taking that whole walk.
This is
I'm
the
saying tonight.
problem, promise. This is where that comes in. When you have a person that is emotionally, I wouldn't say unstable, emotionally unstable with themselves to where they find, how can I put it? They find an attachment in you to heal themselves. Did that make sense? So the way you move is emotional attached to them. So that what makes them happy. That emotional attachment that they have with you. So that's why they can, everything you do that is not equipped for the way they move, you a bad person.
That makes sense.
It's wrong on your end. Because that person then found something in you that makes them happy because eventually at some point they wasn't happy about something. Or they going through something. Like me, I do that. No lie. I done had several times to where me going through what the hell I've been going through, I done found something emotionally attached to the next person that makes me happy to where I don't have to think about what I'm going through. So now that I'm emotional, and then you showing me attention. You didn't show me some type of attention, some type of affection. I didn't got attached to you. So now I look for it. Now I'm looking for that happiness that you gave me.
Yeah, but as me, and we got that same attachment, like the double standard. Like we don't worry about y'all every movement. Y'all be worried about our every movement. How the hell we put our drawers on if we even got drawers on today? I'm just saying. I'm telling the truth. Do you not agree, Sarah?
Boxers and them damn joggers.
Hold up. Y'all fuck somebody, and y'all start stalking their page the next day. Y'all on that motherfucker. What they doing? That nigga on live. Nigga on right now. Nigga on right now.
No, I mean, I'm a different breed, so I don't give two fucks.
Well, I already know not you. And probably not Sierra, too. Sierra probably not like that either. Are you, Sierra?
I am not in touch with my emotions. So it's the weirdest thing. Like, I could fuck somebody and then forget about them, and 2 years later they might show up again, and it's like, oh, wait.
I can't.
Not all of us do what? Crystal, not all of us do what? You said not all of us do that. What you mean not all of us do what?
I mean, I'm that person, and which is fucking ridiculous, is that I can fuck with you for a whole fucking year, and the next 2 months say fuck you, and not call you, text you, or nothing else. So be like, bitch, when I say it's done deal, it's a done deal. I can do that. Unless we have like a child or something together, because there's no reason for me to text or call you. Fuck that year. It's just time wasted. Oh, well, the Lord gonna bless me possibly with another year. I'm all right with it.
So, Sierra, what is the double? What is the double standard that you had to live with or deal with in your life? Maybe with the mate, mom, or school, or whatever it might be. Oh, she said not all of them stalk people page. Oh, Chris, I know you don't stalk nobody page. You don't give a fuck about nobody, girl. You be doing you in your own world. You party. Your little booty was out at the party the other day. Did I tell you that?
It was. That little yellow thing was out. See, let me tell y'all about Crystal Booty, because you know I'm a booty person.
Crystal, time out, Crystal. You know we broke the internet. You know everybody think we a couple now. Thanks to black ass. Thanks to black ass up here.
But let me tell y'all about Crystal Booty. Crystal got the yellowest booty, right? And right up under them cheeks is the little dark spot, the little cute dark spot. Because that's that part that ain't get no sun.
Oh shit! Oh shit!
Not the most cutest little tiny booty.
You think you got a cute?
No, Christy.
No, Sierra, hold up. You said, Sierra, what was your double standard? I'm sorry, because we cut you off.
It's okay. I wish I was. It's okay. I think mine would be being a PK.
A what?
A PK.
Explain what a what? A preacher's kid. Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, y'all bad as hell. I'm a preacher's kid, so I already know, goddamn it. Oh my God, y'all. Yeah. Oh, I forgot that motherfucker. I'm a preacher. Yeah.
You know you was a freak.
I am my daddy's daughter. I'll just say that.
You know you was a freak. You know you did everything your daddy told you not to do behind his back. That ain't no damn thing.
I'm not only a preacher's kid. I'm a grandchild of a preacher. You know what I'm saying? It's a family.
No. Hold on, Thomas. Let me say what I believe she thinks that is a double standard. It's a double standard when people then put in fourth place how a preacher's kid's supposed to act.
I know what she's talking about. We acted. I know it. I had the stigma. I had to live with the stigma too. I had to live with it. You a preacher's kid? Oh, I know you ain't nothing, but I know you a hoe. I know you. Oh yeah, I already know. I was everything up underneath the sun because I was a preacher kid, but I was all of that too, though. All of that.
No, but I was so innocent. That's the crazy part.
Oh, they thought you was innocent. They didn't think I was innocent. Shit, they knew I wasn't innocent. My daddy wasn't innocent before he became a preacher. So y'all knew that was
innocent when he was.
So let me ask you a question. So you had a good one. That was really something good. They thought you was a good girl. That's a good one, not a bad one.
Mhm.
But was you a good girl? That's the question.
Absolutely not. No.
We definitely not gonna shoot at doors, but okay, I'm gonna leave that right there. Preacher's kid. So now you done made. Thank you for coming on air and making out that you could have kept the good girl. You could have said you was a good girl, and that'd have been like, well, at least there is some good kids that's come from preach. You make us. You made it. You made the stigma true. It's the truest shit in the world. We're bad as hell. We fuck up. We exactly what Ava said. Exactly what Daddy told not to have sex. Don't do this. You went out and we did all that. We went and looked at all that. What you missed, Crystal? You missed a lot, man. This girl described Crystal booty on air, the little dark spot up at the bottom and everything. I'm just she described it to the T. And then we talked about being a preacher kid, Christy. I don't know if you know about being a preacher kid and the way that they portray us to be preacher kids. I know when I was growing up, preacher kids always been bad. Sierra said she was a preacher kid. They thought she was just so innocent. That just means she concealed it under wraps good. That's all. But at the end of the day, she's still a preacher's kid. We fuck up. We always fuck up. Daddy told us not to smoke weed. We're gonna smoke weed. We're gonna drink. Daddy told us not to drink. We have sex. Daddy told us not to have sex. We have sex with a lot of people. Because Daddy told us not to have sex. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna find out why Daddy told us not to have sex. It's got to be a reason. The only reason why Daddy would tell us not to have sex is if it's good.
That's funny.
Yeah, for sure. All right. Hello. Sorry about that, y'all. So, but I mean. So when they found out, what happened? Because I know they finally found out. no matter how much we try to keep it, they find out, right?
She
How
they
they
didn't
feel?
find out I was like 18.
See, I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna lie. Some kids I thought that way, and then when my kids came home, like, oh yeah, she a hoe. I'll be like, what? Her dad didn't even like. She don't even seem like that when she at church.
Oh yeah, we covered up well. I covered it up well everywhere. It was just I had accessibility because my mom wasn't home all the time. So it was like, okay, well, she's gone. What can I get into?
So okay. So that's a big double standard that you had to live by. Well, so, but again, I think that's a good double standard because they thought you was actually good because you was a preacher kid.
Mm-hmm.
You the first preacher kid. But then again, I guess it also goes by who's the preacher. They
Huh?
knew I was a preacher. I think it also goes by who's the preacher because they knew my dad was a hoe before he became a preacher. So they knew all kids was gonna be hoes. Excuse me to my brothers and sisters, but y'all know we hoes. We are. We are where we are. I accepted it a long time ago. Daddy told us we knew it. We are what we are. I'm the one that was out of wedlock, so we can't argue with it. So,
Yeah, my
but
daddy
most
was.
of the kids, but most of my daddy kids in wedlock. My daddy was married for over 30 years. He was happily married. So I mean, I can't knock him for it. Again, that's another thing. That's another double standard. Back in the old days, we had a standard where our grandparents, our granddaddy did step outside, and there was situations where he had kids outside of marriage and everything, and his wife still accepted and brought it home. In today's standards, that's just not gonna happen.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I mean, and that's something that again, it people say no, that was common in the black community. That wasn't just in my household. That was in a lot of households in the black community back then. You know what I'm saying? All of us got an uncle that showed up at the funeral that we didn't know who that motherfucker was. He ain't never been to no family reunion. He ain't grandma's child, and we don't know who the fuck this bastard is. He looked just like Papa. The fuck is you talking about? I'm child. I'm the one came home after my daddy gone. I look just like him. The only child of his that's identical twin to him, except I'm lighter than him. You know what I'm saying? Exactly what I'm talking about. But we crazy though. You know what I'm saying? Again, it was accepted back then. Today, the women today do not accept it. And again, the women back then, you would probably conceive a lot of us today conceive them to be desperate because they stayed in a bad situation, but it really wasn't a bad situation because grandma was very well taken care of. Grandma was very well taken care of. All the things that y'all ask of, other than the cheating, everything else you asked of, grandpa did. Make sure the yard was cut, make sure the house stayed tended to, make sure the bills were taken care of, make sure grandma was taken care of, make sure kids were taken care of. He did all those things. He still went out and got him a little bit on the side, had a few kids over there, took care of a few bills over there just as well, and still brought his ass home every night like wasn't nothing going on. You know what I'm saying? But in today's society, I think grandma accepted it because she understood that, there is more women than men. And at the end of the day, I might not find the perfect man now. At the end of the day, is he perfect in every other area? The only thing he does is eat. As long as my bills is paid, that's the way my mom put it to me. As long as my bills is paid, I didn't give a damn about that extra shit. Because I got a family that I got to worry about. You know what I'm saying? It's not personally about me. Um, out of a great situation, other than the man cheating. Again, it's not good to stay in that situation either. I don't believe in that either. But the reality of it is, you get out of that situation, your child and you suffers for the next 10 or 15 years because you got out of your financial situation. That's what happens in today's society. I don't think it's right. I'm not saying grandma was right about what she did, but they did things different back then than what we did up here. And it's things that we accept. Same thing with Papa. Papa accepted a lot of shit back then. Grandma still got on his ass and checked his ass. Us men today, we don't accept that from our women. No matter what's going on. Even if we are paying the bills, we don't. Even if we're not paying the bills, we don't accept it. You know what I'm saying? So it doesn't matter. So, I mean, it's a standard across the board that we have to get in here and try to break a cycle of how we look at things and how we date and how we do things. And we're never going to see eye to eye. We're never going to be equal. So we can stop that. Like Sierra said earlier, there's no equal here. None of us are on equal playing fields. We're never going to see everything the same. So we're going to always have this this double standard. No matter how we go, I just honestly believe that our worlds we're too spread apart now. Our black community is not a whole no more. We're so all of us have so many different beliefs and so many different thought processes that we're never going to be equal again. Do you agree, Sierra?
Yeah.
And it has a lot to do with the World Wide Web because we can look at Google anything we want to fucking find out now.
Mhm.
So it has a lot to do with that too. But we ain't gonna hold y'all much long. We've been on here for an hour and 40 minutes. Before we go, we always try to give y'all some nuggets. So, David, before we go, Sierra, what nuggets can you give people about double standards and how you look at them, and what can we do to prove them?
Well, basically, like we were saying earlier, know your role. Um, and try not to define the double standard. Try to defy it. So,
Mm. That's a good way to look at it. Defy it. Defy it. Ava. If you don't come on here like Beyonce in the next couple of days, I'm on your ass.
I had to
You know what I'm
recuperate
saying?
on Sunday.
I know, man. We had such a good time, man. I had a ball. Like I said before. So, what do you got to tell these people about double standards?
One thing that we need to understand is that some double standards are there to stay. Like, ain't no way you can get around them double standards. But the ones that is actually able to be that you can tiptoe around, like she said, man, defy it. Know your role, know your place. Um, stay level headed. Stay level headed, man. As long as you got an understanding on your role and the way you carry yourself, man, that's it. Fuck the standard. I can't put myself in a box that I don't understand. So it is what it is.
Well, before we go out, like I said, double standards is something that I think is here to stay as far as when it comes to why can't men be judged the same way in cheating as women and all that. I don't think those things are ever going to change because it's a matter of how we look at it. You know, again, men we feel a body count for us is good, but when we look at y'all, we feel a body count is that's never going to change, no matter how men look at it. And no matter how y'all look at it, it's not going to change because men are not going to change their aspect on that. That's the reason why I don't believe that one will ever change. Because we look at a body count as a niche in our belt, and y'all look, and then we look at y'all as a notch in y'all belt. Niche and notch is two different things. Niche is a good thing, notch not. You know what I'm saying? So understand. I mean, that double standard will never go no place, but double standard in the workplace, those things we can fix. Those are things that we should be working to fix. Our women, our African American women deserve equality in that area right there. Period. There should never be a double standard for our African American women just because they're black. Should they ever be paid less, not be looked at for a position? Um, and say it's double standard, but again, I believe when it comes to workplace, I believe it's a sexist situation, not a double standard. So I truly have to call it for what it is. Um, so that double standard, I feel like if that's the double standard y'all talk about, I feel like we need to fix that. We need to fix those things right there on an everyday basis. We need to fix our community and how we look at how we conduct ourselves as a community. Because it's okay for us as men to conduct ourselves a certain way, but if women conduct themselves a certain way, then we look down on them. So I feel like those areas we can improve on because if we're gonna hold them to a standard, men we have to hold ourselves to that same standard. You know what I'm saying? We can't be walking around here living freely and then tell them they have to live rules. I mean, it's not fair, and that's a double standard we need to get away from. Um, the biggest thing is, man, like I said, the file. If it is a double standard to file, break it. Go against it. Let's get rid of them. Let's break that. Let's get rid of that we got a double standard in our community. Let's stop that. Let's go against it. Let's end it. If we can fix those situations, the ones we can't fix, stop worrying about them. It's never gonna go away. The whole situation, stop worrying about it. It's not going nowhere, ladies. Y'all will never accept hoe as a badge of honor. You will always look at hoe as a bad word, and so there's no fixing that at all. There's none. So as soon as we get a chance, we can revisit it, but there's no fixing that. I don't believe we're gonna ever fix that one. So try your best to look at it a different way, and if you don't want to be called a hoe, then don't do hoish things. I'm just gonna be honest about that. If you don't want to be called a hoe, don't do hoish things. I mean, they're gonna call you that, so accept it. If you can't accept it, then don't do it. Hey man, we love y'all. We thank y'all for tuning in. Sarah, man, we thank you for bringing a topic that we needed to talk about, the double standard topic. We definitely need to talk about it, and I think we also need to bring it back later on this year and bring it back on a bigger aspect because I think we need to break it down and get into these corporate America and make them understand that their double standard is really the one that really hurts us. The one about the whole and stuff is petty. It's a petty argument because at the end of the day, it really doesn't matter how you live your life. If you're sleeping around, that's your life. You got a right to do that. You're an adult. So I feel like if we're going to talk about double standards, we need to really get to the big issues of what really holds our black community back, and if we're going to talk about it, it has to talk about the workplace and what we allow on in the workplace in a lot of areas. So I mean, and I think we do need to have our corporate America need to talk about their double standards because their double standards hurt us. Our double standards is just a thought process, and we think about people. Their double standards it stands true to fact. Black men, white women, white men, and everybody else get paid more than y'all. That's and that double standard it need to be double both ways. Y'all need to get paid just as much as they get. Thank y'all for tuning in. We'll be back on Thursday. And Thursday we'll be talking about confessions. Confessions. So get ready because I expect some people to say ouch, but I expect for you to be honest on Thursday. Some things that be ready to talk about things that you honestly need to confess up that hinders you. We all have a demon in our past that can constantly haunt us, and we be like, man, I shouldn't have done this, I shouldn't have been. Own up to it and get past it and move on. Confess about it.
He left us.
You left us.
Yeah.
Hey man, remember it's 2021, man. Love, peace, and happiness. All 2021. Love, peace, and happiness. Real shit. I'll green it out all damn year.
Yep.
So that's telling I gotta go. So we'll see y'all Thursday.